Pitso Mosimane will transform a Kaizer Chiefs. These are not my words, but they come from Mokoena, who was at some point at Sundowns when Pitso Mosimane was brought to Mamelodi Sundowns. Now, there are things which are very much critical, and a lot of you guys will not want to hear this, but it's actually the truth, right? It has been said, according to this article, that there are problems at Kaizer Chiefs, especially in the dressing room. So they are saying a coach that will take over at Kaizer Chiefs, it needs to be a coach who is very big on player management, right? Because there's a problem, things are spiraling out of control, and players are misbehaving in the dressing room. Not long ago, by the way, we have had a situation of racism at Kaizer Chiefs, right? Where we are told that the colored players, they are favored above other players, you know what I'm saying? And then we have had the problem of alcohol at Kaizer Chiefs, which is a big problem as well. So those are some of the problems that are said to be hindering the growth of Kaizer Chiefs, right? Now, Pitso Mosimane is said to be a coach that is very strong in things such as night clubbing, alcohol, and all the stuff. And those are the things that he said. Look, it said that when he got to Mamelodi Sundowns, those are the things that he first dealt with, and then everything started to fall into its place as it should. Now, with everything that I've just told you, I know you want to know more about whether or not Pitso Mosimane is the right man. As I continue to give you more information about that, I am going to do that. But I want you to, I want you to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? And that is just to subscribe, like the video, comment in the comment section below. Why, guys, do you need to do all of this? Well, you need to do it because doing it does help out a lot when it comes to the YouTube algorithm to promote and spread this video to as many people as possible. So definitely, good people, the power here is in your hands. Now, let's get into this one. There was an article that was released by kickoff.com on the 7th of December 2023. In that article, the heading was, Coach, Kaizer Chiefs are a team in need of a transformation, and following their links with Pitso Mosimane and Mokoena, a former Mamelodi Sundowns player who witnessed how Mosimane transformed Mamelodi Sundowns, reveal his secret to awakening the sleeping Tshwane giant. Before Pitso Mosimane won the league title in his first full season in the 2013 to 2014 season, Masandawana had not won the premierships in 7 years after a high turnover of foreign coaches who could not get the right balance of expensively assembled squad. There are similarities with Chiefs trophy drought, which has stretched to 9 years, and there has been suggestions from prominent local stakeholders involved in the game that there are only few South African coaches who can turn things around at the Glamour Boys, with Pitso Mosimane and Benny McCart being singled out as one of those. Now, here is where, guys, things are getting a little bit tough in this whole thing that I'm about to reveal. Media reports have suggested recently that there are disciplinary issues and internal struggles at Kaizer Chiefs, which indicates that the coach who takes over permanently will need to be big on player management and control of dressing room. Mokoena, or Lebogang Mokoena, who was at Mamelodi Sundowns when they brought in Pitso Mosimane, says the first thing that the former Bafana coach focused on when he arrived at the club was to control and manage disciplinary issues common with South African players. That's just what kickoff.com had said. Before I get into what Lebogang Chisboy Mokoena had said, which was taken from ETK Solution TV, which is a YouTube channel. Before I get into what he said, I want to get first into this one. I want you guys to understand the following. The issues of the disciplinary issues at Kaizer Chiefs, guys, it has been reported about this quite a lot. So much so that it's almost difficult to deny its existence. That's how deep the situation can be. But let's proceed now and look at what Lebogang Chispo Mokoena said. Coach Pitso is a different breed. He knows the mentality of South African players. He took care of outside things. First. I don't want players who go out at night. I don't want players who comes here drinking alcohol. I need you to focus. I need you to sit at home. And Mokoena was speaking on TK's Solution YouTube channel, right? Then he continues to say, he was the only coach at the ground. But look, no, sorry guys. He was not the only coach at the ground, but he wanted us to know the theory of football, because sometimes people don't understand that there is a theory of football and there is a practical on the ground. So in other words, football can be theoretical, can be turned into just a theoretical concept, but at the same time, football can be practicalized on the football ground. But then he goes on to say, but most players, we don't know the theory that much. We are mostly practical. We just listen to the coach, but you don't get the balance right. If you get to understand and you become coachable, so he came with that mentality, says Mokoena. In other words, he first explained to you what is football, right? And make you understand the concept of football before you can practicalize it. And in fact, what Mokoena is saying here is that it is very much difficult for a person who doesn't understand the theoretical to perfect the practicals, which somehow I feel like is 100%, not somehow, like I feel like it's 110% correct. So he's saying that this is going to be a perfect coach for Kaizer Chiefs, because he deals with the lifestyle problems, which in return will affect what you are going to get on the field of play, right? But then I have a question, because at some point I think Pitso Mosimane went into a club with a nightclub with all of his players, right? Do you remember the allegations that Pitso Mosimane and Kama Billiard had smashed the same girl? That's why there was a bad blood between Pitso Mosimane and Ukama Billiard. Do you remember those rumors? In fact, let me say, allegations or rumors. Do you remember such stories, right? So I don't know, Mokoena Uguti, what is he saying about it? You know what I'm saying? I get that. It's actually a good idea at the end of the day to say, a coach with big names such as Pitso Mosimane, a coach with a good pedigree such as Pitso Mosimane, if he's going to Kaizer Chiefs, that alone speaks volume. You understand? You can't tell him that guy is well paid. You can't even compete with him in terms of salary. You are earning not even quarter, or earning, some of them, they're earning a quarter of what he's earning. He's big. You know what I'm saying? He's a big coach. So you can't, and he knows how to win. So it will be difficult to argue with him. But then when you talk about Kaizer Chiefs as well, you're looking at the fact that, is it going to be easy for a team like Kaizer Chiefs to for a team like Kaizer Chiefs to actually hire Pitso Mosimane? You know why I'm saying that? I'm saying this because the Chiefs, when you're looking at what Pitso Mosimane wants versus what Kaizer Chiefs tends to do, they tend to dictate the terms as to who you should sign and all the stuff. But Pitso Mosimane is a man that not only does he wants to sign his own players and who will fit to his system, he also come with his own technical team. You understand what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man, Guti, is Kaizer Chiefs willing to do or to listen to a coach? Because right now, we may blame the coaches and say whatever we want to say to those coaches. But the honest truth is that they get told who you should sign. They don't necessarily sign their players that get to fit into their system. But that's not going to be the same with Pitso Mosimane. So I don't know, Gutige. Do you think we will ever come to a point where we see Pitso Mosimane? If you were to ask me, is it a good idea for him to go to Kaizer Chiefs? I'll say yes, it's a good idea. I mean, he can go there and he can turn the table around. That is at least what I think and see. You know what I'm saying? I believe he can get there, given the right material, and also allow him to bring his own technical team. whom he trusts, then definitely he will turn the table. And yeah, even with some of the players that are there, he can do something about it, right? And then you give him the addition of good players. He's gonna turn the table, definitely sure. That's at least from me. No, Kaizer Chiefs transformation is really dependent on a coach like Pitso Mosimane. What's your take about it? Get into the comment section below. Tell me what you think about everything that I've just said here. You and I will meet in the next video. But until that next video, good people, please take care.